everybody, welcome to Gameplay Interviews. I'm Ben Worley, and I can't get people to talk to me unless I distract them with video games. So that's what I'm doing now. And today, I'm lucky to be talking to an incredibly talented musician and contestant on The Voice, Austin Tyler Jones.
Hey, everyone.
Also Columbia, Tennessee resident.
That's right.
Which is pretty dope. What? Austin, what are we playing today?
We're playing Star Wars Battlefront.
That's right.
The one that it's new. It's the new one.
It's
not the old one.
Not the old one.
I don't know if there's another name for it.
Yes. All right. Well, okay. So let's get the game started. Let's get the round started.
It shows you how much I know about it already. Everybody's like, well, we're going to listen to him lose.
Oh, yeah. No, get ready.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hit A. And then, yeah, okay. Oh, press X. Yeah. So now, you still have that, whatever.
That's all right. Is that lava? Should I be?
Yeah, that is lava. That is lava. All right, you ready? Austin, we're going to start with these questions.
Come on.
What is 73 plus 42?
Oh, gosh. There's an 11 involved. 73 plus 42. 115? I don't even know. Is that right? Are you going to tell me if I'm right?
I think that is right.
I'm gone. I don't care. I'm in here now, and this is amazing. I'm going to kill this guy. Come on.
Oh, man. Oh!
Come on.
Oh, your gun's overheated. Oh, you...
Oh,
no, you're about to gas yourself.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You just flashed yourself. Wait, that sounds weird. That sounds like a weird thing to say.
I do from time to time.
You flash banged yourself, which sounds even worse. Why does that sound dirty?
I don't know. Well,
where are you from, Austin?
I like to say that I'm from Columbia, Tennessee. I've lived there most of my life, but originally I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh.
It was a terrible Minnesotan accent.
Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota.
Which Pokemon is your favorite?
Gracious. I always started with Squirtle.
Squirtle.
I always
that's the most
started
unique
over,
answer, yeah.
You know. That's the guy that I was like, you're my boy, Squirtle. And then
how did he sound like? Squirtle. I don't know. What do you do? You're a musician?
I'm a musician by night, father and barista by day. I work at this coffee shop called Muletown down in Columbia, Tennessee, and just work with those guys down there. Do the coffee slinging thing, and go home and take care of my babies and my wife and chickens, and then do some music sometimes.
You have chickens?
Dude, we're suburban farmers, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Come on.
Now I gotta ask you all about that. What did you eat for breakfast?
Man, I didn't do breakfast this morning. I know that's bad. I wanted sausage biscuits. That's what I wanted for breakfast, and what I had was
Do you
coffee.
like McDonald's sausage biscuits? Because I'm a fan.
I'll just take any sausage biscuits.
Yeah, anything. Yeah.
Come on. I don't discriminate when it comes to biscuits. I don't care. Obviously, there are better ones out there.
I'm not a racist when it comes
to
right.
That is right. Biscuit equality.
What deodorant do you use?
So I just made this switch, actually. It's interesting.
It's always an interesting answer, every time.
I'm Old Spice all the way,
yep,
all right?
Of course.
The commercials got me, but then also just the smells and names got me. Oh, is that somebody on my team?
Like Wolf Crotch, as my brother said.
Is that one of them? Because it will be what I use.
It's Wolf Thorn.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Wolf porn?
Thorn.
I was like, that's not much. That might be worse, actually.
Wolf porn is it. That's the one. Wolf porn is a deodorant I would use.
I'm currently is it Bear Glove, right?
Bear Claw. Bear.
I think Bear Claw is a pastry or the hand of a bear.
Or
literally.
The actual hand of a bear.
A fingernail, I guess.
No, bear. Yeah, it's bear. I know exactly what it looks like. I know what you're talking about.
I was timber before that, or
me too.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Woodsman, timberman, whatever, and then which I loved because like I don't have a nose for like picking things out, which sucks because I'm in coffee, so it's kind of important. But people would be like, "Do you smell cedar?" I was so jealous of them to be able to smell me so well. But
right.
I think whatever the one with the bear is, that's what I'm currently using. That was probably the most in-depth I think I answered the question about my kids like that, and then went on a 2-minute rant about my deodorant. I gotta check my priorities. How do I use the jetpack?
Your left trigger. Or the top to left trigger.
There I go.
Yeah.
Whoa, my gosh, that's so much better than jumping.
It's got to recharge, though, so that's a bummer. What is your spirit animal?
Man, Gordon Ramsay, Chef Gordon Ramsay. But when he is making fried chicken, there's like one video that I'm just in love with.
Like the master class, you mean? Or the
No, it's just like this weird YouTube video that I always find myself watching. It's him in his kitchen with his son making fried chicken. And I watch that video like 3 times a week. honest to God, for like the last 2 months. There's something so healing about. Oh, is that Vader? Gracious.
Oh, God.
I'm so stupid. Oh, what am I doing? Get out of
Darth
there.
Vader. Darth Vader's right there. He's going to kill you, don't worry. There's really no way. If you try to approach...
I'm just going to get out of here. Like, screw all of my team. No! And then I get picked off by Fawn Rook. What is this? I don't need karma. Not in a video game.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, so I go back and forth between Into the Wild with Emile Hirsch, just because, like, I'm all about that wanderlust from the comfort of my living room. And so between that and the fantastic Mr. Fox.
I
love both
makes
of those.
perfect sense with the kind of person you are.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why do you think so?
I don't know. I feel like that's what your house looks like.
Oh, man, I wish. We've got a cool house. But
I was telling Caroline, I really feel like you live in a tiny home, and I have no evidence to that. But it just seems like you'd be the guy that's like, "Yep,
I
run
don't
a coffee shop and live in a tiny home."
Yeah, I don't, but I've definitely
thought about it.
Yes, and my wife's been just quick to shut that down because she's much smarter than I am. And I mean, we went from a minivan to riding in a Jeep. Whatever it is, I want to say Pioneer, but that's not a car, with my kids, and that little bit of change in confinement space where my son is like half a foot closer to me yelling, I was just like, oh my gosh, please, this is
Go
so
back.
much worse.
We're going to buy a bus, and you're sitting in the far back.
Yeah, that's right. So I know that it wouldn't work.
Ooh, hey, click, the top 2 buttons, click them at the same time. You have a rocket launcher. Yeah, bam!
Wow, when did that happen?
You picked it up. It's a little gem you picked up. Now aim somebody. Try to find somebody. You just fired it. You didn't even aim. You could have shot the 18. You could have shot the chicken walker.
Come on.
Oh, you're screwed. It's so gonna kill you.
No, I'm behind this rock.
Oh, there's another one. Yeah. Okay.
Is that it?
No, they're smart. Yeah, you got another rocket launcher. Oh, there's somebody already got him.
Oh well.
Okay, favorite album. What's your favorite album?
That is a tough one.
You know what though? I'm gonna stop you there, and I'm gonna rephrase this because I want you to talk about this because it's very important as a musician for you to know that. We're gonna do instead the desert island scenario. I'll do the desert island scenario. We'll say, what do you want to say? Let's do you want to do 3 albums, or do you want to do?
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay, let's do 3 albums on a desert island, and just straightforward. You're on a desert island. It's like Lost. You find a hatch, and it has a record player. So, you watched Lost, right?
Yeah, the first 4 seasons.
Okay, so I know how it ends. So there is power, and there is plenty of but you're trapped. You're stuck on an island. You can only listen to these albums.
Okay,
but there is power. You have a record player. You're good.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I've got my 3, I think, and I'm gonna go from 3 different points in my life because I think.
Well, I think that's the only way to do it.
So as far as
you have another smart rocket, by the way.
How do I keep getting these?
I don't know.
Amazing.
You keep picking them up. There he is. Oh, you didn't even aim at him. No, you got him.
Yeah, I did. And he sees me. He sees me. No.
By the way, you keep throwing poison gas at chicken walkers.
At machines.
At machines.
In hopes that there's a small leak, a crack in the glass. I don't know how in-depth this game is, but it's not my fault that the people that program the game have not caught up to how in-depth I want Battlefront to be. That's awesome.
Okay,
So wait, left is flash grenade, right
is
just,
an impact grenade. Or no, you're throwing
It's just-
impact grenades, aren't you? Oh, I was
I
wrong.
don't
Never
know.
mind.
Well, so there's nothing. I just want to frag. They don't have frag grenades.
You are fragging. You are throwing an impact grenade.
Oh,
There are thermal detonators, and again, if you really want to be that picky, I can change that for you.
I'm not trying to be picky. I'm sorry. I'm just like
I didn't realize you would care this much, so now I can set you up.
I am
can set it up
competitive.
better.
I'm just not good. Like, which is a terrible combination. But so what? That's the hand I was dealt, I guess.
Oh god, that was so good. All right, so you're back on the desert island.
Here I am. Okay. All right. So let's go. I don't know. We'll just do the 3. So actually, the album. I don't even know if it was on vinyl. It'd be really cool if it was. But like way back in the day when I was just getting into singing, which I've been singing my whole life, but actually being like, no, this is cool, and I'm not embarrassed about it because my voice has changed and I don't sound like a like, is that a girl?
It's a beautiful woman singing.
Right.
A beautiful little girl singing.
So Gavin DeGraw, when he came out with his first record, Chariot, he went into the studio and he did a stripped down version of it where they had just come off the road and their band was tight and they pretty much did one takes, as I understand it, of everything on the album. And then he ended it with The Change Is Gonna Come, which is
awesome.
Sam Cooke.
Yeah, so good.
And
Sam Cooke's amazing.
And that whole... There are so many bumps and bruises in that whole go through, which I love. His voice is raw. You hear it get worn down. He misses notes. The band makes small mistakes, but like
that's the best.
It's just amazing, Well, that guy didn't. That's not cool. That robot didn't shoot at me at all. I was like, and then he like turned and shot me. I was like, well, I'm not gonna hurt this guy. He's just an appliance, and then he shot me. That's not cool. Yeah, it's like a blender. Why would I mess with this guy's blender? That wouldn't be cool. The guy comes home with a wound and he's like, well, at least I can make a smoothie, and I've destroyed
Who the
it.
hell shot up my
Why would you
blender?
do this? What monster would kill my ninja?
Hey, drop that turret there. Just hit both those triggers.
Okay. Oh, I gotta kill these guys first.
Okay, drop it.
How do I drop it?
Like the same thing as a smart rocket. There you go. Because it's going to fire at all those dudes.
Do that? Oh, is that me? Great.
Yep,
do I get credit for those kills?
Yeah, you're killing AT-ATs. Look at those points racking up.
Who is shooting me?
No one is. You're reloading
Hey,
your health.
whoa.
That's you.
Chill out. Oh, no.
Okay.
Heather, if you're listening, I'm getting addicted in. That's Vader. Oh, no.
Oh, that's...
Come on.
Oh! Vader just saber through.
I forgot he can do that.
Von Rook.
Why?
Von Rook has a
Was
grudge
he in the
against
last
you.
game? Did he follow me into this one?
Well, you're playing with the same people.
Well, that's not cool. Not a fan.
You can switch easily if you want to. Again, there's the sky's the limit.
Great. I'm sorry that
you want to be an airspeeder? Press the
Sure.
little triggers. Hold them together. And you're in a snow speeder now.
This is... In my experience and memories, these did not work out well for people. Like...
The best way... That's the best way to react to finally being in a snow speeder. In my memory, this is the worst vehicle I could be in.
Oh gosh, how do I slow down?
You pull the left trigger back. Pull the left, there you go.
Oh, like a real plane, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not that I've flown a
Hey.
real plane, but that's what I see in cartoons. All right.
You were in the middle of your...
I'm working as a distraction right now. I see no one.
Can
I throw a grenade? No?
No, you
can't throw a grenade out of here. Oh my gosh.
So
Eventually I'm gonna hit that wall.
you had the first
Yeah,
album.
so okay, Gavin DeGraw, and then Billy Joel when he played at Carnegie Hall.
Wow,
He did everything.
really great, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, just
So
as
you're really
songwriter.
focusing on the vocalists and the songwriting.
Well, vocalists and songwriting, but I mean, music wise,
yeah.
like he's incredible.
Billy Joel?
Like,
yeah.
he's so discouraging to listen to. Inspiring, and then you're like, oh wait, I can't do any of this, so never mind. I won't bother getting inspired. But I'll just listen to the music. Just great. Like, I literally, how do I parachute out of this?
You're
thing?
doing nothing.
I'm thinking about Billy Joel now, and so I'm just like,
you're blissfully flying
There we
around
go.
this battlefield thinking of Billy Joel. Yeah, it's
Can I just kamikaze or like?
You can, yeah, you can crash. I'm surprised you haven't crashed yet.
Well, I'm just up. I'm just like up in the clouds, just like
thinking about Billy Joel.
Right.
What else am I gonna do with my time?
I'm literally going through the.
Oh, crash into the. There you go.
Trying to think of all the words to The Stranger that where we all have a face, blah 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 blah. Blah. So and then third record. And then my third is gonna be. Gracious, just a toss-up for any of Dawes albums that they've come out with. All your favorite bands, obviously I love.
Is that your favorite band?
I love Dawes, yeah. I've seen them.
Okay, because I was going to say I was surprised you haven't mentioned a band yet.
Yeah.
So you could get by with those three.
Yeah, and I'm going to say I actually don't think that I would go with I wouldn't go with all your favorite bands. I would go with Northern Hills, which is their first album that came out, and it's got Gracious. It's got When My Time Comes. It's got what's the one about Birmingham? I think Western Skyline or something about that. I don't know if you've heard any of. If
I haven't. I don't know if I've heard that album.
Dude, it's so good. Like every one of their songs, though. That's the thing. Like it's for the songwriting purpose. Taylor Goldsmith is just an amazing lyricist, and so But I think what I like about them is they write stuff that's kind of outside of the style that I perform. So I'm not really listening to them trying to figure out if I could do a cover. I just get to enjoy it. I don't think about it so much, which seems like I'm trying to be really deep. I'm fragging that guy. But
That's a great answer. That was really. Those were a lot. All three of those were very interesting choices. I think you just won. You straight up just won.
Did I?
Yep,
Nice.
Victory.
Well, it's the power of Dawes and Billy Joel, so it's a testament to them.
So you were on The Voice.
That's true.
How, like, I have so many questions about it, but mainly, okay, I did have one question I wanted to ask you. Okay. Which is the first question I'll ask right off the bat is, how did you pick your outfit for that? Because that's like a big, to me, that's like a big deal. You're about to be on stage in front of like 4 very famous people, in front of all the people on TV and everything.
Right.
And you're not only representing yourself as an artist, but like your style as well. So it was like, I'm just curious. I don't even know how I would go about doing that. Did somebody was there like a dresser, like a person that helped you do that, or?
Right. Well, I'll tell you this. It's something that I probably stressed out more about than anything else. And then it turns out that they've got all these stylists that pick out your outfits for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
you went through a lot of
all
trouble.
for nothing.
Oh, there's Darth Vader just killed you.
He's very fast. My goodness. He takes very long strides, long steps. Yeah, really, dude. You just like. It's cool. Like they load you up in a van at 4:30 a.m. because that's the only time that you can try on clothes, and you go and there's all these. What was from start to finish? Like you auditioned online or whatever? Did you send in a tape? No, it was. I don't think they'd care if I share this, and I don't. I think I'm out of my contract anyways by the time this gets aired, so who cares? So I had this like. They contacted me, I think based off some Instagram covers that I had thrown up that linked, my Instagram linked to my SoundCloud, and I was just on the way up to see Dawes actually at the Ryman, and I was bored out of my mind in the car, and I was checking emails. I wasn't driving, I should note. So, and I had this email from a producer that basically said, "Hey, I think you're pretty cool. You should come audition for The Voice." And I thought, scam. Not going to do that.
Absolutely.
Oh, the Emperor? Really? Really?
And the guy's name is, Hey, what's up?
Come on.
The Emperor just killed you.
Yeah, he's just walking around with electricity coming out of his... Come on. That was a sharp corner that I turned, and then he's basically touching my chest. That's not fair at all. Come on. Anyways, got that email, thought, scam. And then was like, but what if it's not? And then I called, and
It wasn't.
I think I told the guy on the phone, I was like, how do I know you're not scamming me? And he was like, I'm not. Give me your social. And so I did. And then like a couple weeks later, I went down to Atlanta for this, kind of private audition that they only invited a couple people for, and now I sound like I'm humble bragging. Maybe I am, but I didn't mean to, so sorry.
And then you were sexually taken advantage of.
That's true, but it got me on the show. So that's a win.
That's a win. And so, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that's how it was. You were invited. That's even cool. You should definitely say that don't say I was on The Voice, say I was invited to be on The Voice.
Right.
That's really cool. Because that makes it, like, that's insanely less, like, desperate than all, like, the American Idol, people that, like, sit in line for days.
Right.
I sat in line for 7 hours to audition for Star Wars, knowing full well I'm not going to be in Star Wars.
That's awesome.
It was just the fact I can tell my kids.
Right.
I did get a call back.
It's for the story.
Yeah, I got a call back, but that was the only point. Yeah, I met a guy.
Oh my gosh! Why the corners? Come on!
The Emperor Palpatine is just waiting behind every corner for you.
It's just a camper, the Emperor. That's so stupid. I always manage to throw one grenade, but he's very fast, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to fall for that.
How did you pick your song?
So it's a combination. They send you, like, a list of, like, I don't know what the actual number is, but something like 500 songs.
So that's how they avoid other people using the same song?
Right, and I think it switches what they offer and what they have the license to offer from year to year. And then you pick 15, and then of those 15, by this time they've heard you audition several times over, and they know, kind of how they want to market you, and therefore what kind of cover they want to hear you do.
That doesn't sound too invasive. It sounds like it makes perfect sense.
It's pretty great. So out of the 15 songs that you pick, they choose one of them. So... Were you happy with it? I was. Like, I loved... oh my gosh! How is that? Well, we've hit the comedic law of 3 times, so...
It's going to keep happening.
Yeah. I'm just going to hide around a corner now.
And wait for
Rub
Palpatine.
My feet on carpet and give him static shock when he comes around.
Yeah, I'm shocked you.
What a jerk. Yeah, I was happy. I don't think anybody's ever done an Elvis Costello song before, and I love the song Allison. I love that it's kind of sad, and again, he's a really great songwriter. I learned not a lot of people know who Elvis Costello is. It's sad. Like, I went out there and be like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, chain smokers," and I'd be like, "Who?"
Yeah,
and they'd tell me, and then I'd be like, I'm doing Elvis Costello, and then same response from them.
Right.
So, I was happy with the song. All that to say. I don't know if I answered your question.
I thought the girl who did Chainsmokers song was great, but I thought that was a weird choice on the producer's part because it's like 10 seconds of the hook and then like 15 minutes of just right. And I was like, how's that supposed to feature their singing?
You're just hoping
that's literally, I mean, it's like a sample. It's like it's a person singing one hook and it's repeated. Anyway,
you're hoping that the judge, just has been dying to hear that song all day. Right. They're like, oh God, thank you.
Well, and she did get on, so good for her. Whatever.
Yeah. I
thought you did really well, by the way. I haven't said that.
Thanks.
I thought it was awesome, and I was immediately like, this guy's awesome. And also, your interview was the funniest. Right off the bat, you were like, you guys will tell me if I look stupid, right? And I was like, this guy.
That was a major concern, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, he's from freaking Colombia. Like, oh my gosh. South America.
Yeah.
But you, another question was, Caroline used to work on duets, and so she normally can answer these questions for me, but apparently we couldn't figure it out. But you're in a room being interviewed. Haha, Bosk.
A sliding door goes open, and this guy jumps through and shoots me once in the chest. That's it.
But you're in a room with what's his face, the host or whatever, with
Carson Daly,
with your family talking. Carson Daly. It's really loud in that room. Why is it so loud? Is there other people in that room, or is that totally fake? Like there's a crowd of people talking, and you can't see any of them.
Right. What was that? Come on, man. An
Some guy
exploding golf ball, or what was that? Just powder right behind me.
Oh, he gave you a shield.
Oh, thanks. He knows. He's like, listen, you keep running into the guy with the electricity, and you are losing this for our team. I'm gonna take my armor off and give it to you.
What was I saying? Oh, why is it so crowded in that room?
So that's that. Of all the things that are staged and like made to look like they are one way when they are another, that's actually pretty. That's pretty true. There's, there are about 50 or 60 other people in there, like family members and
Wow.
yeah, kids, old people, contestants, producers, directors.
Homeless people. All kinds
Yeah,
of
there was like a raccoon in there. Like I swear, we were in there. It was like,
and it was like determined to win the voice, and it had a great
Yeah.
it had a great
Well,
song selection. I don't know
was-
how it didn't get on.
it was super late at night. I thought I was hallucinating due to lack of sleep, and I like tapped one of the producers. I was like, "There's something that just climbed up the side of that wall." It's like, "Oh yeah, that's this giant raccoon that's lived in this sound stage for like 8 years. They can't catch it."
Amazing.
I was like, "It just lives in the ceiling.
Why
and
isn't it on the show?
no one does anything?" Well, it probably is. It's probably like that.
It's
know,
it's
in the Wizard of Oz, the one Munchkin that was hanging in the background. It's like it's made some of the same cameos.
Yeah. What? I don't remember if you said it on the show, but which judge would you have really wanted to be?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, I remember being super intimidated by the idea of being on Alicia Keys' team just because
Right.
she's so soulful, which I like to think that I have a tiny amount of, but, like, just being on her team, I thought, oh my gosh, there's no way that I'd be able to do what she wanted me to. And so, I don't know, I think Gwen was the most appealing to me just because she's got this kind of, I don't know, this kind of underground vibe to her that I felt like we would have known a lot of the same bands.
Totally.
I don't think Blake and I would have gotten into the same kind of music.
I would not have. I personally would be like cool with being
Oh,
on Blake's and
gracious.
everything. Blake's like he seems funny and he whatever. But the main thing is that then I would have to be in the same room as Luke Bryan.
Who apparently is from Murray County too, so we would have had to make that weird connection. Like, oh yeah, you've eaten there too. Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Gameplay. What Hogwarts house would you say you are?
Ooh. I don't know. What is Hufflepuff?
Hufflepuff's just a bunch of losers.
Well, that's probably the one that I would go on. What's happening over here, you guys?
Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Billy Joel, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you can be any of those. Hurry though, they're gonna get picked. Oh, you're playing as that guy.
That guy looks cool.
Nine Nub. I
Yeah.
never know how to say his name.
There was. Oh my gosh! Why? Yes.
Oh
gosh.
Get him. Fire your gun.
Why am I
Shoot,
zoomed
shoot.
in?
You just got him. You killed him.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Who's this?
you just killed Krennic.
And I killed whoever that was. I don't know who that guy was.
Oh, you haven't seen Rogue One. That was director Krennic.
Oh no. Was that good?
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Oh,
You just
okay.
killed him. He's a bad guy in Rogue One. He's
Right
really
on.
good.
Cruising.
There's Boba Fett. Who is your? Did I already ask you? No. Who is your role model? Could be somebody you know, or if you want to do like,
Right.
well, yeah, I'm gonna say dead or alive. Could be somebody.
Conan O'Brien.
Really?
Yeah, like he is so quick. It
Yeah.
absolutely like just astounds me. He's very well spoken, talented. Like he's a musician. He was a writer for SNL,
Yeah.
which I love. He's a great host, great at making people feel comfortable. I just love everything about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with anything that I want to do as a career, but
No, that's always good to have somebody who's not on your career path because you can kind of get different inspirations.
yeah.
Oh, you can play as a villain now. Darth Vader?
Who is this guy? Why?
Dengar.
Just running around with a head wound? I'm taking that guy.
Dengar was never mind. I won't get nerdy. Do you have
I'm going to guess that he did not make it, just judging by the fact he's starting out with his head wrapped.
I think he did. I can't remember if yes, he is. Well, gosh, some nerd's going to listen to this and be like, you should know this. But Dengar, I believe, most of these guys on the end row there of all these bounty hunters were when Vader was was assembling his team of bounty hunters to hunt down Han Solo. And
so
Luke
he's
Skywalker, he was trying to
he's just in that scene.
Yeah, he's Dengar, Bosk, who's right next to you, the lizard guy, Boba Fett, and then the droid. I don't know, nerds. You nerds listening, you know his name. Mom, the only listener of this podcast. Mom, you probably don't know. Okay, here we go. Okay, Mary
All right.
Boff Kill.
Yes.
Boff,
not barf.
Not barf.
Maybe after.
Monica,
Yeah.
Rachel, Phoebe from Friends.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's always a good one just to start off with.
Kill Phoebe. Definitely kill Phoebe.
Why does everyone do that?
Everyone that thought that Phoebe was like funny. First of all, I'm a Seinfeld guy, not a Friends guy.
Okay.
And I feel like there are, that's a very polarizing question for a lot of people.
Well, do you want to do Seinfeld? We can do...
Well, but that only gives me Elaine, George, Kramer, and Jerry, and I've got to marry one and boff the other. So
let's do that one then.
All right. Well, just to finish that one out, we will marry Monica and boff whoever
Nice.
Jennifer Aniston.
I would
was.
agree with that because I'm basically married to Monica.
Right on.
So
I think I am too. Like, was Monica very kind of type A and?
Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and the Emperor.
Oof. Definitely gonna boff the Emperor. Without a question. Gonna kill Darth just to, no, I'm gonna kill Darth Maul just because I feel like the way that he went out was lame. I'm gonna come up with a more creative way to kill him than just
cutting him in half and having him falling down a pit was lame.
Yeah.
How was that lame?
It was just very anticlimactic. I feel like.
Oh, I thought it was so good.
It was very
and so deserving.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I want him to gasp for air and like me be able to,
You want to be Greedo?
mutilate his body afterwards, cut off his head and take it back and put it on a stake. I don't want to be like, I killed Darth Maul. They're like, prove it. I'm like, well, he fell down that hole, and everybody's like, yeah, right. No one would believe it.
Well, and he apparently lived. I think he's in other.
No way.
Yeah, well, he's in.
Come on.
Like, is it Rebels? I don't. Again, these nerds are just gonna be like, God, why don't you know this?
That's awesome.
Just so mad. I can't tell you, but it doesn't matter.
I came here knowing that I didn't know a lot about Star Wars. Now I know that I know far less than I knew.
Oh, well, no, I'm not. I'm talking like this doesn't matter. What is your? Oh, that's a good one. Musical guilty pleasure. Like, I mean, to be honest, I don't. With music itself, I don't really believe in a guilty pleasure because if you like it, you like it. But like, what's one that you're like, I really shouldn't like this, but I love it?
Well, and that's what's. So I love pretty much all music.
Right.
There's not much that I can.
What's one that surprises you that you like it?
Well, what I really like, but this isn't going to be like a shocker to most people because like everyone likes him. But understand that I'm listening to music most times just to see if I can cover it. And so Kanye is going to be the one there. And I have this idea that I don't have time to act on. So I'm just going to put it out there. Somebody else can do it. I want to do a Kanye cover band, but in honky tonk only. And I have these songs thought out like, Gold Digger would be so easy. Famous would be so easy to put them into like a honky tonk.
A lot of hip hop stuff would be surprisingly easy in bluegrass.
But
form.
you'd call it, the name would be Kanye Twitty. Would be the
Twitty.
Yeah.
Well done.
But
done,
just
sir.
like just a T-shirt that says Kanye Twitty on it, I think would do so well in Nashville.
It really would, especially if it was some sort of weird mashup of their faces.
Oh,
Darth Vader, Darth Vader, Darth Vader, Darth Vader. Yeah, now you're gonna be Darth Vader.
How do I throw the lightsaber?
It's on the side. It shows you on your bottom right corner.
Oh! How long has that been there?
That's the whole game, bro.
Great. Well, that would have been helpful if I would have bothered to look at the entire TV.
The entire TV. What is your What are your 3 big
got a good
pet
arm.
peeves?
Running out of Q-tips is a big thing for me.
Wow.
I don't know when it started, but I'm obsessed with having clean ears. I
Not.
Q-tip probably 4 or 5 times a day.
Well, you're gonna run out if you do it that
Well,
much.
that's why we gotta stay stocked up, and I'm annoyed if we don't, have it. That's a pet peeve. Like going out to eat and being in a party with someone who's like not overly gracious with the server. That's like a big pet peeve for me because I'm just like, would you chill out? Like, we came out to eat. We're at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
How much of a hurry could we be in? Like,
Right.
This is what we wanted to do. Have bottomless breadsticks. Like, and there's Luke. He heard me talking about his sister. Third pet peeve. Man, I have a low tolerance for my iPhone battery lying to me about how much of a charge it has. Like, you were just at 68%, and I watched you skip about 40 percentages.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really it. Like, I try not to be bothered by too many things, but that will send me over the edge real quick.
What is your favorite? Oh, are you a Back to the Future fan?
Yes, but like really recently.
Okay, good.
Like in the last 3 months.
Did you watch all of them?
I watched. There's 3 of them.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, there's 3 of them. Yeah.
I watched all 3 of them, and I downloaded the app. There was a game that came out with like an RPG.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
It sucked. It's the worst game.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's the worst game ever. No, you shouldn't expect that to be good. Okay, so Mary Boff Kill, okay?
Okay.
Lorraine, any age, like any time period. So his mom, right?
Okay. Oh, man.
His mom, and then Jennifer, his girlfriend, from the first movie, and Jennifer from the second movie, because there's 2 different actresses.
Yeah.
Those are the 3. That's the one that I love doing.
I'll kill the second because I can't remember her face, and I feel like that would be easiest to sleep at night. And then I will... Goodness.
By the way, this is Mary Biff Kill. Ha
Oh, I like that. I will marry Jennifer from the first movie, and
which is not Elizabeth Shue.
And I will.
I don't think.
Biff.
Lorraine from
his mom. Yeah.
From when?
Like
50s Lorraine.
Way back. Yeah.
50s Lorraine. Yeah.
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 Because like
drunk wanting to make out Lorraine.
Right. I saw how she turned out in Marriage in the beginning of the movie, and I'm just like, I'm gonna take my chances with Jennifer.
Yeah. Well, you also saw how Jennifer turned out.
That's true.
In the same, so they're both pretty grim features.
That's true.
That is, of course, if you take
right. If I take the same steps.
If you do race Needles in that race, who is Flea, who is the bass player from Red Hot Chili Peppers, is Needles.
That's funny.
In Back to the Future, yeah.
I didn't make that connection.
So, wrapping up.
Yeah.
Brag about yourself.
Ooh, not good at that. What do you want me to do here for real? Like,
whatever.
In what
Just
way?
Brag about yourself. Tell me brag about yourself for like.
I mean, I'm a nice guy, you know. Like, we'll find. I feel like I'm a male version of Jessica Day in New Girl, Zooey Deschanel's character, and all that implies. So, like the bangs, the eyes, everything. The polka dot dresses. I have it all. So, you know, I'm a good hang.
You are, by the way, very great.
I think. I'm not embarrassed to say that. I'll do a plug here.
Yeah, plug
I don't
as
know,
much.
You know, when this is coming out, but probably before I finish it. But early May, gonna have a bit of a record coming out, which I'm really happy with how it's sounding right now. Kind of that vintage pop, rock, soul.
Love it.
And yeah. Whoever you are, you should find whatever way of putting it on the internet I've chosen to go through and put your money into that.
It.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, Mom, go check that out.
You know?
And then anything else? Anything else you want to plug? What about Muletown?
Dude, come
For those of us who live in that, yeah, and you have Mule Day is Saturday.
Mule Day, the festival of mules.
I'm gonna come to that. We're going.
It's
for
a
sure.
lot of fun. We're gonna have live music in the cafe. It's gonna be. We're all gonna sardine in there.
Is that just this Saturday?
It's just this Saturday. So this whole week, there are just like little knick-knack shops popping up and terrible. Good food that's terrible for you, and then just like horses and mules everywhere.
That's awesome.
And the poop that goes along with them being around.
So Columbia, Tennessee, go to it.
It's the promised land.
Joseph Broseph 9 killed you. I think that I'm going to start doing that a lot more on this podcast. Is frequently calling out gamer tags.
That used to be a hobby for me, is coming up with gamer tags that I would never use. And my favorite. Somebody can take this. I'm just giving it all away for free.
Yes.
Beef twerky. All the E's are spelt with 3s.
Yes.
You've got to. You've got to. That's my favorite.
Beef twerky.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Go.
Grenades everywhere.
Oh. Well, thanks so much for being on the show.
It was a lot of fun.
Everybody go check out Austin Tyler Jones.
Come on.
You're launching grenades.
I don't know who this guy is.
That's Krennic. I told you that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
How many times do I have to tell you about Star Wars things?